And we're learning more tonight about some of the victims on board Flight 17. A grandfather traveling with his 3 grandchildren, world-renowned AIDS researchers, aspiring students. The passengers were from at least 11 countries, but the overwhelming majority of them are from the Netherlands. And that country's leaders are pressing Vladimir Putin to pave the way for observers to access the site before the evidence is destroyed. Mike LeCouture has that story for us tonight.
A memorial grows outside the Amsterdam airport, the same place the doomed flight took off from just a couple of days ago. While every life lost is tragic, few families are feeling the pain George Burroughs is dealing with. The Australian man's son and daughter-in-law were on Flight 370 when it vanished in March. His step-granddaughter was on the aircraft, shot down over Ukraine.
After the last one, of course, it's just about impossible, but it happened.
Then there's the Norris family. Nick Norris and his 3 young grandchildren were returning from a family vacation. Their parents stayed back in Europe.
I hope that Rin and Tony are strong enough to pull through this, but I don't know how they're going to do it. It's a horrible, horrible, horrible situation.
Now, families of the victims aren't laying blame, but plenty of others are. World leaders are joining a growing chorus, not naming Vladimir Putin or Russia, but making it clear whoever did this should be brought to justice.
Not just the people who pulled the trigger, also the people who made this possible. I think the international community needs to step up its efforts in this respect.
Now, for his part, Putin is washing his hands of any responsibility. This tragedy would not have happened, he says, if the fighting had not been restarted in the southeast of Ukraine. At a vigil for the victims in Ottawa, the wife of Ukraine's ambassador holds a bouquet of sunflowers with a note. "We are so sorry for this barbaric act. Russia went too far." Later, at a protest in front of the Russian embassy, even stronger words.
If Russia wasn't supporting terrorism there, if Russia was intruding and invading into Ukraine, none of this would have happened.
Amazingly, in this time of grief, families of the victims aren't looking for retribution. Most, like Drew Ryder, whose parents died, just want the fighting to stop.
We would request that peace be found in Ukraine, and our prayers go out to all the people involved.
And if this tragedy doesn't hasten some sort of a peace deal, many fear nothing will. Mike LeCouture, Global News, Ottawa.